Good day, everybody. I'm Paleoraptor, not to be confused with Paleoraptor edits. I'm basically the personification of Guan Ting's enthusiasm and love for zoology and paleontology. In other words, I'm a very big naturalist. And yeah, welcome to my channel. One thing about my background is that I can humbly say that I've been interested in paleontology ever since I was a young lad. Partly due to the realization and the fascination that this planet is way older than you think, and how we ourselves are animals. It really gives you a sense of belonging and home living on this planet. And looking at my more recent photos of this field of science, it would seem that my passion for paleontology hasn't decreased in the slightest. In fact, it has only grown from that point on. Paleontology also played a huge part in my passion for zoology as well. As we are connected in this great ecosystem, I think it's safe to say that for some of us, the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree, especially when talking about our prehistoric peers, which are sadly no longer with us. I will never forget the weight on my shoulders after finding out that no species lasts forever. The realization of mortality is the strongest force, and it really plays with our instinctual self-preservation. And to put it as deeply as possible, we're not as different as you probably might think. The end goal for every species on this planet is to live long enough to root a female, to conceive the next generation. This primal force, self-preservation, has existed in almost every single species, every single biological phyla on this planet. It's what defines us as living organisms. Marine biology, entomology, herpetology, taxonomy, they have only heightened my interest for the natural world and our place in the trophic scale in this ecology. We are all put into this world for a reason. We just have to find out what it actually is. Now that saying, I don't have a degree in either field of science. And when I find myself unable to leave the house, I would just look for scientific papers on my phone or at least Google them. Whenever I step outside, I am proud that I'm actually born into the animal kingdom. Even as a child, I am always fantasizing myself actually becoming a wildlife presenter. My parents would introduce me to legends such as Sir David Attenborough, Nigel Marven, Dr. Brady Barr, Jeff Corwin, Austin Stevens, Jeremy Wade, and of course the crocodile hunter himself, Steve Irwin. These and probably so many more wildlife presenters are the people I actually look up to as inspiration. I've came a long way from back in those old days when I was born. As for me, Coyote Peterson and Jack Randall, the next generation of a long line of wildlife presenters, I think it really brings me joy in saying this. And a bit of pressure considering the people we have to live up to. Anyway, so the backstory out of the way, let's get into what you can expect from this channel. Expect to see videos of me visiting aquariums, zoos, insectariums, reptariums, all this type of stuff, as well as natural history museums. But most of all, expect me documenting my various encounters with different animals as I go herping, looking for the different fauna that actually frequents my local areas, especially living in places like Singapore or Taiwan. Expect mentions of phylogenetics and ecology because that will be supplementary information. In addition with the whole paleontology thing, so if you're looking for a YouTube channel talking about the natural world in a way where it's more balls to the wall than typical wildlife presenting, then you come to the right channel. While my YouTube channels tend to actually document basically my interests, it might actually prove to be useful in terms of conservation considering I really go full on sentimental whenever I'm talking about a specific animal or even taxa. So if you're interested in all this stuff, then yeah, you came to the right fucking channel. I'm asking nothing in return too. You can come and go as you please. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Rightio guys, so yeah, there's gonna be so much more animal related content coming up on my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, well, why it's frankly a pretty solid introduction video to this particular channel. And honestly, if you guys haven't, check out Haunting the Dead, which is my channel talking about all the supernatural aspects of this world. Anyway, that's all for now. I gotta go. See ya.